Thanks you guys for watching. I just got done looking at the 13th episode of Hell's Paradise. This was the season finale, and dude, I love this show. I really do. And partly because like I don't have the full picture, literally. Like I don't know what this means. I knew that the Shogun was eventually going to send people, to the island once days that went by and like they're concerned. Um and the crazy thing is like all 12, 13 episodes, this has only been the course of 3 days. And these people have gone to hell and back to the point that it's only technically been 3 days. And she is Suragiri is in so many respects like drawn to Gabimaru. And it's the same back to him. It's just now all the threads are there in the sense that you don't know what the outcome is going to be as far as like how this is all going to end. But you do know that humans can be turned into thousand. We don't know who the original first person was, or if it is that they all were one entity and then they dispersed out into seven. Um, we do know that the Tau can be ingested, it can be felt, it can be used to heal. It can like, and this is just normal humans, not just the Townsend. The difference is with the Townsend, they have all these abilities all in one. But between the two brothers, like the older brother, for instance, like him been ingesting Townsend, and him being able to adapt and heal his body, but then he's losing himself physically to it. To the amazing samurai that's blind, to him always naturally feeling and without being able to see, being able to react, craziness. To Gabimaru, who is naturally gifted to pick up anything, he's been exhausting himself. And so he exhausts himself to the point in this episode that he lost his memories. And even Sergiri, like it's the thing about this that's so dope is that when they use the analogy of like the waves in the water and her being able to find her balance in between, like I kind of thought it was like more of like a one note kind of thing for her. I didn't know that they would relate that to yin and yang and Tao and um, perfect symmetry of weakness and strength, to be able to use that as a learned tool. Because by the end of this, even if, say, hypothetically speaking, they make it off the island, right? And they don't kill all the Townsend, all of them that survive have become stronger. So, meaning that analogy of the dragon killer and his executioner, we're talking about like his executioner was talking about how you put like poison spider in a barrel and what comes out is going to be even stronger, like, and then you put in more, it's going to be insane. And I think that is what is the situation now, in the sense that everybody that maybe makes it out of this are one going to have to know how to utilize the towel, how to be able to navigate like the worst conditions. Like if any of them make it out of this, they're gonna be one of the strongest individuals. Period. It's just crazy how it's become, because now the executioners and the prisoners are on the same page. And I think the thing that scares me, it goes back to what I was saying in the beginning, is that I don't know if Gabimaru actually does have a focal point. I feel like he has to. I feel like he has to. Because I don't see the benefit. Well, you know what? Let me think about it like this. Let's weigh the odds with this, right? So say his master decides to use Gabimaru, right? And his sole purpose of having Gabimaru to be used is to have him be captured, because he knows that the shogun is going to be needing someone to go and get the elixir of life. Now, granted, I mean, he may have never actually had the elixir of life, which is possible, right? But his master goes and tries to kill him. He gets in prison, which I don't still doesn't make any sense. It's almost like he got set up. So he got set up. He got in prison. They couldn't kill him. Of course, he knew he was like, I mean, he's more than the pound, so he's not gonna get killed. But then he gets put on a situation where he can get his pardon and get out, get away with his wife. If his wife never existed, like he never got his wife, then all these things are just manipulation. It doesn't make sense because it's contrary to what the master would have done with all the rest of them to condition them. Now, one thing I did want to look at, which I thought was fascinating, it was when Gabimaru, when they were going through his past, and oh girl, the other shinobi was talking about how it's possible that none of that ever existed. Because I just don't know. I'm trying to piece it together. Like here it is, right here. There it goes. I'm trying to find it. An illusion. Okay, close caption. Turn that off. So I wonder if one of the guys. Let me show you this picture real quick. This picture right here. The guy that's right next to Gabimaru to the left, if that's the person that they're sending there, and he just infiltrate because the eyes look exactly the same, and they wouldn't just have like two kids that are keen on the same situation just to be there. Now I could be wrong, but it looks like those eyes look like the same individual. Trying to get to it. Sorry, guys. Like it looks like the same kid. The eyes look exactly the same. I could be wrong. But anyway, like going back to my theory and trying to process this, it just doesn't add up that there was never a wife there. Now, what could have happened is he did have a wife, she was killed, and he has no memory and recollection of that. Because then that would make a lot more sense because his mind couldn't handle it and his master manipulated him, maybe. Maybe this is all about the master trying to get the elixir life. I don't know. But I've always kind of suspected, I think it was like a few episodes back, that his wife had passed away. But like foundationally, like the things that he knows, I guess, you know what, if I take it from a cynical standpoint, he needs Sarah Gary to be alive for him to be able to get back, to be able to get his pardon. So technically he has to keep her alive. But that doesn't mean he has to keep the little girl alive or anybody else or protect anybody else. There's no need to actually protect anybody else. I mean, it does benefit him to get to where he needs to go. There's a series I'm looking at right now that's really good. It's called Hijack. And the person that's Idris Elba, his name's Sam. It benefits him to maneuver the pieces around, whether it's sacrificing other people. But no, I can't buy that Gabimaru never had a wife. I think he definitely did. But she may have passed. And he's been using that as a way to continue to piece the pieces of himself together. Because he kind of wanted to die. Like he in the first episode, it seemed like he wanted to die up until he met her. Like somebody one that could fulfill that actual death and promise. But then something in him came with a bit of hope, essentially. So again, this episode was crazy because one, they killed one of the Tenzin, which is nuts. Shout out to my blind samurai. But then my old dude went out like a G. Yeah, I love this series, man. It's weird because this doesn't feel like a finale. It just leaves me more open to where we're going next. I think the last episode may have hit harder than this finale. This finale did add a whole nother caveat to this because now we're actually going to get a Gabimaru that may be the villain of the story. Like his head, when she looked at his towel, was empty. Everything from bottom half in, but his head, it was just gone. And until he meets back with Suragiri, I don't know if he's going to get that back. Either way, this was a great episode, and I love this series. Highly recommend you go and check it out if you have not already. You should have by now if you listen to this. But I'll talk to you guys soon. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace, people. Filing out the top of I can see the skyline, 50 mile radius on my timeline. Ain't nothing on my mind. Oh Lord. Yo, what's up, guys? So I think I may let you guys check out an exclusive review. I don't know if I can actually do that right now. Can I do? I was gonna record my Mission Impossible review right now for anybody that's watching this on Twitch, but I don't think anybody's up here anyway, so there's no point of actually recording it here. So I may stop it right here and just record it separately. If somebody responds, then I may actually record my Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning review right here, right now, for anybody that's watching to be able to see. Yeah, I'll give that like maybe a few seconds, and then I'm gonna kick out and start working on it. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part. Save. Oh, I'm not joking, like for real. If anybody's still there, let me know in the comment section below and I will start recording right now. Not, I'm gonna continue this elsewhere. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. Peace, guys.